Hey guys, it's Mathel here once again, and I bring the good news of Crackling Lance taking down all of the things that I threw it at. Endgame, Cirrus, Conquerors, and the challenge of not slotting Arc in at any point to even have a look at how it would compare. Because there was no need. I was satisfied with the gameplay and the success of the skill by itself. So as you can see, I do use Orb of Storms these days. The build has come quite a long way since the last time I posted about it. I incorporated Orb of Storms, I got a bunch more damage, I filled out a lot of the gear, and I feel pretty good about the character. It's still on a 5 link, so the damage is suboptimal for sure. We could get quite a bit more, and it would be much smoother, I think, for the end games if I had a 6th link, but on a 5 link you blow up just about everything pretty damn quick, like metamorphs and regular map bosses, and the conquerors take just a few seconds as opposed to insta blow up. But like I said, no 6th link, still just about budget all the way. Like the entire character costs maybe 150C or some shit, and you can do quite a bit more with something like a Val RF as well, as an additional button to press that I never actually stuck into the build. Didn't really seem necessary and just a bit uncomfortable to have to press it on another bar. Since, as you can see, my bar is rather filled up, there is quite a bunch of utility these days with this new league. Frost Shield is just an absolute godsend. As you can see, you press it whenever you want to do some good standstill casting, and with Inquisitor, with the good ES regen that you have, it does deplete your ES pretty quickly, and you can regen that back up, but it's just a big life buffer while you're standing inside it after depleting that ES. So it's actually pretty damn handy to get that standstill casting in. And then I've also got Sigil of Power, which won't do that much because we don't stack up mana that quickly. The Void Sphere really helps put in a whole bunch of enemies together so that you can pew pew just a bit nicer with the laser that we have. And then of course got the Orb of Storms, which is just attached to some pretty basic shit like Ice Bite, so it keeps up frenzy charges for us. It's got faster casting from the gloves, and then Power Charge on crit, so it gives us our power charges, and Arcane Surge, so it keeps up Arcane Surge. And it actually does quite a bit of extra clear by itself. It zaps rather fast, and it's just nice to be able to press it really quickly since we have so much cast speed in the build. So overall the playstyle was pretty nice with the Call of the Brotherhood. You freeze just about everything instantly, and it's pretty defensive because of that. And if you really want, you can be kind of a ranged character, just localizing your beam and turning it into a pure laser, which does reach pretty damn far, like damn near off screen. So I think that's the one main benefit over Arc, if you really want to compare it to Arc, is that you can become purely ranged and have some very good focus fire single target. Now, one thing I never did is use those new Intensify jewels that will keep stacking Intensify after you've used it recently, or keep removing Intensify. And you can use either one of those to just help clear speed by constantly removing Intensify, or by constantly stacking Intensify, which should be beneficial for some boss fights, and I think that'll largely be mostly just Cirrus. If you have a look at the fight that I'm about to show you for Cirrus, yeah, I do a fair bit of moving, and chances are my Intensify stacks would be much more reliable, and I'd have much better single target if I had one of those jewels in place, because I'm pretty much losing a lot of damage by not always firing off the max stack beam. But you can see that our damage is pretty solid. I was fairly happy with how Crackling Lance went overall. Didn't feel really bad about it at any point. I could have used a bit more damage, but I think a 6 link would have most likely sorted that out. You can see that with my Conquerors and stuff, I do quite a bit of standing still and face tanking, and a lot of that is thanks to Frost Shield. And I only just slotted in Vitality for Cirrus, but Vitality is probably something you want to use your mana for that you have unreserved, like I do right now, because it's quite a bit of extra life regen, and it should be worth doing just so you can recover that little bit easier. Ultimately, it's not going to be for everyone. this sort of skill. You know, it does still require some button presses, and it's not just the one tap, blow up the entire screen type of build, but I thought it was fairly comfortable when synergizing with Orbis Storms, when getting your crit up well enough, getting the right Inquisitor Ascendancies, and boosting your cast speed. Up until then, maybe it's going to be a bit wonky, but overall, I don't call this a failure of a skill at all, and I see its place in the game. I don't really have to compare it to Arc. It's done its own thing, and I had quite a lot of fun with it. So, there it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the little video and build for it. I'm going to leave you guys with a serious kill. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Do that. Like, I'm never going to run out of flame dashes, right? We just don't need to warp for this. I don't know. Jesus Christ, I almost died. I got hit by that stuff, probably would have died.
What's this? A real challenge? You've finally caught my attention.
Okay, respectable. I feel like his one beam that actually tried to hit me didn't. I don't know why. Not spell block, but still take damage from block.
The others found strength.
I don't know.
They became reliant on them. I am not so foolish. Silent.
Dude, what the fuck? Let me through.
Die.
Oh god. Fuck that, man. I saw the bubbles over there. I'm like, okay, I think I'm fine. But no, they went all the way over to me as well. Thanks, last factor, for the 2 months. Game. Yeah, no. Fucking monka.
Really interesting enough to warrant all this pain. Die.
Yeah, having lightning warp as my W is just wrong.
Be silent. Die.
I'm not used to my middle right now for this. Oh. Then again, I kind of still want lightning warp. Now it's going in random directions.
I must have time to gather my will.
I mean, it's without pressing flasks. That's good. Give it a 6th link. You'd have pretty okay deeps. You're fine. I actually ran out of fucking charges, I think, when I went for that last one. Jeez. Decent. Look, if I had a sick link, I'd feel better about that entire situation.
I'm sorry. Cirrus, this was all my fault.
And yeah, it's quite possible you want the intensify thing, because I have to move around a lot and choose my optimal time. So that keeps resetting intensify stacks. Intensify jewel might actually be worth a dick. What do we got? Void manipulation. 110C. Nice. I think by the time I try and sell it, it will be worth less.